Hi folks. Okay, so today's routine is going to be an AMRAP one. Now, if you haven't done any already on the site, just as a recap, an AMRAP basically stands for as many rounds as possible. Okay. So today's one is a 15-minute one. So you're going to set your timer for 15 minutes. We've got 4 different exercises and we're going to do 10 reps of each one. So you're going to do your 4 exercises and then you're just going to circuit them, keep going round and round until you've done your 15 minutes, okay? Now I'm not going to do the whole 15 minutes with you. I'm just going to give you demos of the exercises, because what I don't want you to do is to try and keep up with me. I want you to do this at your own pace. Count out your 10 reps and then move on, okay? I don't want you to get confused with me doing my 10 reps faster than you, and then you can't remember what rep number you're on and things like that. It just gets a bit complicated. So I'm just going to give you the demos. And I haven't scheduled in any rest time for these ones, but that isn't to say I don't want you to rest, okay? Because 15 minutes is a long time to go without having any rest. So what I want you to do is think about, get to that point where you're like, oh, this is really, really tough, I can't carry on. Have a little break, okay? And I'm not talking about having a minute break, I'm talking about having a few seconds break. Just have a few deep breaths and then just get back in the game, okay? So this is meant to be very good for your metabolism and to keep you fired up, keep those energy levels going, okay? So just rest as and when you want. So if that means you have to rest multiple times, like 10 times in the workout, that's fine, just do that. But just make sure that they're short and sweet, okay? And then just get back in the game. So our 4 exercises, the first one is a kettlebell swing. Obviously you don't need to have necessarily have your kettlebell, but have a weight, okay? And the heavier the better generally for this one. So kettlebell, if you've got a kettlebell, we're swinging it through our legs, slight bend in the legs, and then we're flicking up, okay? So squeezing that bum at the top, all right? And flicking those hips, kind of thrusting and flicking those hips forward and squeezing that bum at the same time. So in terms of a weight, I'd recommend kind of holding the end. Make sure you hold it quite tightly so it doesn't go flying out. Okay, so we're just flicking, bending and flicking. So you're only taking your weight to kind of shoulder height, okay? You don't need to bring it up here. And I want it to be kind of the momentum that's pushing your arms forward rather than you actually using your shoulders to lift it up, okay? So bend, flick, okay? That's your first one. Your second one, I know everybody's going to love it, sorry, it's a burpee. So, a burpee and a frog squat, in fact, even better. So, for this one, you can do, I'll just take you through from the easier option up to the harder option. So your basic option is to have you can have a step, so in a raised surface, and you can step in and out, okay? Your next option obviously is to go on the floor, so you can go to the floor, we can step back out, we can jump in, or by the other way around, so jump out, step back in. So that's your option, okay? But we're going to go into a frog squat at the end. So we're going to, if you step back out, you can step back in, take it quite wide, your feet quite wide, and we're going to come into a frog squat. Okay, then we stand up and we go again. So I'll do that from the front. So we take it down, we step back, we'll jump back, step or jump forward, and then we come into this little frog squat, okay? And we hold for a second or two, and then come back and go back into the next one, okay? So your next option, if that's too easy, is that you obviously jump back and jump back in. Okay, jump, hold. Okay. Next version, you can add a little bit in. You can add a jack at the bottom. Okay, so you're going to jump back into your plank, and then you jump out, both legs, bring it back in, jump it in wide, sit into your frog. Okay, so again, you can step out in that jack as well, so you can jump back, you can step out, in, then jump forward into your frog squat. So pick whichever combo you want. You can obviously start off doing the harder version, and you can go back down to the easier version as you get more tired, of course. Okay, so next one is we're going to go into a squat, a one-armed squat. So you're going to grab a weight, okay, have your legs nice and wide. We're going to hold our weight up, okay, and we're going to hold it there whilst we take our go down into our squat, and then we push back up again, okay. So this, you can do whatever you want with this hand, okay, so taking it down and pushing back up again. We're trying to keep that arm up in the air, so you can hold your arm out, actually is probably the easiest option. So taking it down and pushing it up, okay, so it's going to really work our abdominals as well and our core strength with that one. So you're going to do 10 each side, okay, and then your final one, you're going to do a wide-armed bent over row. So you're going to be in this bent over position. Okay, so we're, I can't really tell with my top. So we've got our belly button drawn into that spine, so we're kind of that bracing position, and we're not moving this from this position. The only thing that's moving are our arms, okay? So I don't want you to be doing this kind of movement. Everything's staying still, apart from the arms. Okay. So you're going to have your weights facing you, your palms facing you, sorry. I'm going to open wide and take it back down. Open wide, take it back down. Okay, so from the front. So exhale, inhale down. Exhale, slowly lower it down. So don't let them like drag you down, okay? So I want you to keep that back nice and still. So draw those shoulders back, get those elbows nice and far back. Okay. So that is it, basically. They're your 4 exercises. So get that timer on for 15 minutes, work your way through, okay? And if you find that 15 minutes just really is just too much, take it back to 10, okay? But ideally you want to be doing 15. And just take a note of how many rounds that you actually get through, and whether you kind of complete a full round or whether you do part of a round, and then you've got something to look at in terms of progression as well. So next time you do it, you can see whether you can do any more. Okay, so enjoy. Bye.